Welcome back, Yu-Gi-Oh players. We have another deck profile here, this time by Abdul. Abdul, what were you playing?
Zombies, dangerous zombies.
All right.
Lots of spice.
Sounds dangerous. Let's bring it back from the grave, y'all. Here comes the deck profile.
Let's do it. So, two are the brand new from Out of Ignition Assault, Jackal Bulin. This card is just, it's a really good, it's better in control, though I play more combo. Being able to, interrupt, and not only interrupt your opponent on their turn, also being able to reborn one of their monsters. You need your hero monster, I'm taking it, That malicious is not going through, If Orcus ever comes around, that Galatea is mine, so basically what this card does is on your opponent's turn, quick effect, I can banish it until the end phase, and then special summon, a different monster from your grave, a zombie monster from either grave. So this card, very good, love them. Thank you, Konami. Two Necro. Oh. We don't do two, only one cut, right? We don't do edits?
No, bro, this channel does not do edits, bro.
I like that. Two Knuckle Roll Banshee, because she says bring Zombie World from field or grave.
Sure.
So, gets us right to Zombie World, so we can do degenerate things like bring Doom King or bring Bulin.
And as you know, on this channel, we love degenerate things.
We do. We love it. Especially negating and interrupting. That's all we do. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is all about saying no. But two Bloom, basically whenever it's sent to the graveyard, you can banish it to special summon. It doesn't miss timing because it's if it hits the graveyard, so...
I just realized that's a dark version of Blow Up Ball, basically.
Yes,
nice.
Yes, it is. And it's a tuner, so we can run the more combos.
Nice. Better in Master Rule 5?
Hey, way better. Now I don't even have to think, I can just summon them.
Yeah.
Real talk. All my synchros. Really the boss of the deck.
Yeah,
this Doom King. I call him LeBron James the King, because whenever he comes through, he smashes. I'm telling you, bro, he smashes. You know what I'm saying? Negate any zombie. Well, when zombie runs on the field, everything is zombie. Oh, okay. Now, I don't want to negate that, but I will banish it. Once per turn, once per chain, I can either ban it whenever a zombie monster activates effect. So it does have to chain directly to it. So if you chain like an impermanence or something, I can't activate it. Unless I chain my own or a different one. But I can once per turn, once per chain, either banish a zombie monster or negate a zombie monster's effect. So, very good. This card is new to my deck personally. I know a lot of zombie players like to run this card. Gozuki. I run it at 1. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't play it before. Probably because I'm running the danger package. I was running the heavy danger package back then. Back with my boy Rusty. But it's a very good card, especially because I run a very good trap card. Towards the end, we'll let them know. But, sending a zombie, whether that's a Mizuki to special summon anything from grave, that's always pretty good value. So this is my superhero lineup. I call them Batman and Robin. So Batman always comes through. Robin always, brings Batman out. Pretty basic, special summon. I only run this at 2 because, make room for other cards. But very good cards though. I wouldn't run any less than that ratio. I'd probably bump Solitaire up to 3, but I'm already running 42.
Sure.
So, and then Monster Reborn.
Of course. Mizuki.
Not once per turn. Thank you, Konami. And, bringing back my BLS after you destroyed it, or after I linked it away or something crazy, because True Draco likes to have my attack. But, it'd be like that sometimes.
Nice,
and Mizuki, it always got my back. And then Konami had to hit Nessie to 1, so kind of fucked up a little bit. Excuse me. Kind of messed up my lineup a little
okay,
bit.
this ain't a family channel.
Okay,
we good.
Good. It's not a children's card game anymore.
No.
So this is my one-of for Dangerious.
Ooh.
So
nice.
I still run these because I do the rank 8 package. That boy Dangerious is pretty good, I heard. So
pretty good too.
You know what I'm saying? And being able to pop or destroy. Nessie's only at 1. Why, Konami? Why? I don't know. But thank you, Konami. And then 1 Mothman because it always draws. I've switched between this and Chupacabra because sometimes if I feel like I want to go more OTK, then I'll put in Chupacabra instead, so that way I can reborn my level 8s. But they're pretty good. And then for the 2 ofs, 2 Tsuchinoko and 2 Jackalope. Small, lineup, but like I was telling my boy, I'm thinking of bumping these up to 2 and just run a little heavier, especially come Master Rule 5. You know, again, we don't have to think. I can just summon anywhere. I don't have to worry about link zones and everything like that. So
Well,
that's it for the danger package. You know what I'm saying? And then for combo extenders, Dark Greffer, Send the Dark, you know, pitch a Dark to Send the Dark. I love that. Send Banshee, Send Gizmek Orochi. I don't know if a lot of zombie players, I don't see them playing Gizmek. I play, again, more of a combo, so I want to do more rank 8s and stuff like that.
Sure.
You know, and if I need him in a pinch, he can come through for me. Pretty good. And then for the spells, Zombie World. Without Zombie World, you know, it's kind of tough, but I built my deck where we don't necessarily need it. So,
Sure.
But still very important, still very good for the deck. It's the life.
I mean, that mixed with certain floodgates is definitely a lot. You know?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that towards the end. And then Dorotu, My Pot of Greed, Allure Darkness. All darks, primarily all darks. So basically Pot of Greed. And then I took this down because we started running bricks in the main, you know.
I was worried somebody took so much.
2 Super Poly, and because I'm done losing to Mystic Mind, 2 Twin Twisters.
Yep, I hear you.
You know,
Degenerate bastards playing Mystic Mind.
for real, you know. Who runs that type of stuff, man? Who runs that shit? But because it's run out here and people don't care, I don't care either because I'm running Twin. I'll drop my out. You can try to deck me out, but we'll get it. And then Super Poly with Zombie World is pretty broken.
Yep.
It's pretty busted, right? We can both agree? Mm-hmm. Pretty busted. And then I don't normally run hand traps because it conflicts with my deck, so I call them bricks. And I have the saying at locals, bricks inside, because we only run the bricks in the side. We don't run them in the main. But best brick impermanence, because it's a hand trap if I'm going second, or if I'm going first, it's a negate, so I can be able to negate. And then the floodgate.
I just built this today. That's
3 rivalry. It kind of sucks sometimes because if I draw into a danger, unless it's impactful, I can't really do anything with it. So it kind of restricts me. So normally, ideally, you know, this is really good when I'm going first.
You know, I have never
So, you know, it's pretty nasty. I feel bad sometimes, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do out here.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. You gotta slow people down to your play speed, bro. That's how it goes, bro.
That's how it is. So the action deck is, you know, different. It's definitely about to change, especially once Dual Overload comes out. Barricade board blocker. This soon will become Needle Fiber. Or Halaquafax, however you want to say it. So that will become that. But for now, this is pretty good because if you destroy my Zombie World, then I can at least fetch it back and activate it. So Link Karibo for Glow Up Bloom because sometimes you just want to link it off, get rid of it. Then you got an attack negate, you know, so that's pretty good. And then IP Masquerena because it's a combo extender. I know I can play on your turn, you know, in addition to me banishing with Boolin. Getting your monster, then it gets banished, and, you know, so it's a good time. Vampire Sucker, pretty much a staple. I know a lot of people run it at 2. For my version of the deck, you know, the more combo heavy, I only run 1 because we also run Avenger and Savior, and we've definitely gone Masquerena into Avenger and Savior before because Avenger and Savior is very powerful. So at the start of damage calculation, whenever it battles a monster, what you do is you can send a zombie monster from deck to grave, and your opponent's monster loses 200 attack times the level. So if you send like a Doom King that's 1600, you can get over anything 3K and under. So pretty good effect, and it sends for cost, you know. So even if they try to negate it, you can still send something to grave. Send that Bloom, get a Doom King, you know, it's pretty sweet, pretty good. And that's it for like the Link 2, the generics, you know. Link 3, Unicorn, Nightmare Unicorn, especially off Masquerade is pretty good. You know, disruption, just keep disrupting with Doom King and everything like that. You know, keep your opponent, you know, on their feet a little bit. This card, honestly, is probably, I would say, the boss of the monster. Other than Doom King, this is like the second most summoned monster, and that's BLS.
Putting in work. MVP of the deck?
Always MVP for sure. Doom King has to take the first, but second, very close to BLS. If I ever am like worried about whatever I'm facing, I'm not gonna lie, I'll go into a blind BLS. because I can put out level 8s, level 7s, everything like that. That's why we're running also the higher dangers. So I can have that protection where it can't be destroyed by card effect or targeted. And attacking and banishing is pretty nice, especially with Doom King. For level 4s, or Link 4s, excuse me, Avramax and Boral Sword.
Of course.
This off Masquerena. I know a lot of people like to do it on your opponent's turn, but I stopped playing that shit. I'm just gonna link right into it as soon as I have the opportunity. 2+ monsters from the extra deck, very easy to summon. Boral Sword, I mean, you know. Boral
Speaks
Sword,
for itself, bro.
You know, it's done at that. Fusion targets. This one is about to change into the Anaconda, Verte Anaconda. You know, so. I mean, it's good against like Mech Knights when they were all hyped up and shit. You know, and Invoked and Invoked Shadal's now is crazy. But, you know, and then for super poly targets, these two guys.
Of course.
Well, I guess all 3 super poly targets technically.
Yep.
Starving Venom, you know, a lot of darks.
Yep, everything's
this card's
zombies.
Free. And then the best Ixies in my opinion currently, Biz Dweller and
Ulti win.
Ulti, yes, please.
Ulti.
So that way it can match the Ulti Dangerious, please. Konami. I agree. The best. I mean, shutting off your opponent's graveyards. You know, Dangerious sending protection. You try to destroy my zombie rivalry lock, I'm just gonna Dangerious. And it doesn't activate, so you can't ogre it, you know, or do some crazy funky stuff. So pretty good though. And then for the last card, Shiranu Shogun Saga. Shiranu Shogun Saga, when it's special summoned, I can banish a zombie monster from my graveyard, and then it gains that much attack till the end of the turn. So banishing a Bigfoot, doubling my attack to 6k, you know, it's pretty good. And that's whenever it's special summoned. So it doesn't have to be synchro summoned. I can reborn it off of Mizuki or whatever, and then get it back, or off Bullet. So pretty good, especially good under the zombie rivalry lock.
Not bad. All right, so was this the exact deck that you played last Saturday during the box tournament? And what did you place in that?
I placed 15th.
15th? Okay.
It's like out of 32 people.
Yeah. What was your best matchup? What was your worst matchup?
Man, my best matchup was Dinosaurs.
Okay.
I got evenly matched twice in one game. Not in game 2, game 3. One game. Back to back. I was able to recover the first one. I got back and I had a full board. And I had a Masquerade on board. And that wasn't enough. But I ended up losing it. But that was the funnest one, Dinosaurs.
All right.
Shout out to Dinosaurs, man. They're showing up.
All right. And
Infernoids too. Shout out to Infernoids.
Let's not talk about that.
Yo, subscribe though if you haven't subscribed. I don't know what you're doing. We might have updated profile of this. A lot of other updated profiles. Show my boy some love. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. And everything else. Is there the bell right there, down there?
Yeah, the bell's down there. Yeah. All right. Shout outs.
Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody at local. Jacob Mahmoud. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Lamar in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Lamar.
You know what I'm saying? Wifey to the side. Everybody, bro. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to you for hitting the like, the subscribe, the bell, everything in between.
All right, guys. That's it for this deck profile. Tune in. Like you said, like, subscribe. And until next time, don't forget to scoop in the FS.